What's good, y'all? It's your boy Brandon with Bama Fitness, and today our special guest. Can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay, just so you don't have to say my name.
Yeah.
It's difficult for you.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to butcher it. I didn't want to butcher it.
No, it's okay. So, hi everybody. My name is Vlatka Kiuk. I'm from Croatia, small country in Europe, close to Italy. For all of you who don't know, I'm 34 years young.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I'm part of a national team since I was 17. Okay,
Okay.
and I'm in a top 100. I feel very blessed to represent my country at Europeans and Worlds, and also I'm very grateful because my ranking
Mhm.
allows me to participate at all Premier Leagues right now. I
That's
mean,
awesome.
until now, before this COVID crisis.
COVID. Yeah, because I know how the points and everything like goes, and it's
Yeah.
crazy. What age did you start karate?
I started at the age of 9, together with my sister,
Hmm.
because our father used to train karate when he was young,
Okay.
and then his goal was uh, just to have some other activity with the school, So just
Hmm.
he didn't want us just to go to school and that's it. He wanted
Gotcha.
us to do some sports, to learn about discipline, respect, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So he decided to put us in karate, but he never thought we would go that serious.
Yeah, and look where you're
That
at
was not
now.
his goal, but we were very like stubborn, and we were training hard. We wanted to be a part of the national team, wanted to win
Mhm.
medals and everything. So it all started like that.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
And did you start off Shotokan, or
Yeah.
was it a different style?
No. I started as a Shotokan. Yeah,
And
because in Croatia, like a majority of clubs are Shotokan. You have maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna lie now, but only few clubs that are shittery or some
Mhm.
other style. And yes, sometimes I really like shittery, I have to be honest.
Yeah.
And I now for the last 2 years I was practicing a lot Anan from Shitoryu, this kata,
Okay.
because I really like it. And also for myself, I did Chatanyara because I
Mhm.
always wanted to try to compete with this Shitoryu style. And for me, it was very difficult because when you do Shotokan all the time, Shotokan is different. It's more like,
Yeah.
it's more about, so Shitoryu is about speed and Shotokan is about strength.
Yeah.
So when I do Anan, you can see I'm Shotokan. But I
Yeah.
wanted to try, and at the last few competitions, I also tried to do Anan, and for me, it was like a new experience, like
Mhm.
challenge to see how's that gonna go.
Mhm.
And I'm really happy to try that also. But I'm 100% Shotokan.
So when you tried like Anan and everything in competition, what was the outcome? Is it better for you to do Shotokan, or what were you getting better scores with, the Shitoru like
Mhm.
katas and all that, or
Well, that's a difficult question. You know why?
what?
Because in the last, let's say, 3 or 4 years in female category, most of the girls they do shitoryu.
Yeah.
There's like maybe maximum 5 girls that do shotokan,
Mhm.
and it's very difficult to do shotokan today. I don't know why that happened. It's like they prefer more shitoryu. You
Mhm.
know, it's like, I don't know, it's maybe just a period of time when people prefer more shitori.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to also start a little bit with shitori. Okay.
Mhm.
So I really don't know what to say, because one of the reasons also was I said, okay, I will try with Anan, because I was not able to make some bigger result with Shotokan,
Shotokan.
because
Yeah.
it's so hard. And then when I tried Anan, let's say in these competitions here in Croatia and in all this area, like these countries around Croatia, I did good results with Anan. But Premier Leagues, no. So
Mhm.
then I was thinking, okay, maybe I have power, I have speed. but maybe it really looks too much Shotokan,
Yeah.
because I have to say that I don't have a coach. I train on my own, and that's very
Okay.
difficult, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I how I see, I try to repeat it. And also I was lucky that my sister was we were together in kata team, but then at 2014 she became a national kata coach for team Hong Kong. Okay.
Oh,
And
nice.
that, yeah, so for example, now she knows a lot about Chitaryu, but she was not here. So every time she came home, she was helping me a little bit. And then,
Hmm.
or if she's there, I was sending her videos and stuff like that. Okay.
Oh.
So, I mean, any help is a good help.
It's
Yeah.
hard to train without, a coach, I'd say. Me training without a coach, sometimes like I feel you're not getting like input, and sometimes I don't know, I don't feel, if I'm not feeling it for the day, like training, I need that extra push, and that's where a
Mm.
coach comes in. So I give it up to you for like training on your own,
Yeah,
and
thanks. It's
not with their
hard.
coach. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard. Do you go to classes, like regular karate classes, like in a dojo, or do you just solely just train like on your own?
I go to dojo, but I'm on my own.
Uh, gotcha,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
work in a gym, so sometimes if I'm very busy, I just do
Hmm.
training there. So it's not even
Okay.
without a, so I'm in my sneakers, but I do
Hmm.
training because I always had this state of mind. If you wanna succeed, if you wanna make some good result, you have to train no matter what.
For
Like
sure.
you have to be on your 100%. If you feel tired, if you're busy, if you have work, if you have this, you don't have a coach, sometimes you're not able to go to dojo, but you have to do training. And for this hour
Hmm.
and a half, 2 hours, you have to be really focused.
For sure. And I heard you say you work in a gym. Is that what you do like full time? So you do have a full time job on top of that, on top of training, basically.
Well, it's not a full-time job.
Okay.
It's not because I was really focusing on my sport career. So
Okay.
in Croatia, it's really difficult to find full-time job where they will have understanding for all your competitions, preparations, and
Yeah.
travels.
Yeah.
So, but definitely because I cannot earn a lot of money from karate, so I have to have work on a side. Yeah, but then
Gotcha.
because it's not full time, I can organize myself to have enough time for my own trainings.
Gotcha. So do you
Yeah.
see yourself like in the future getting a full-time job and just cutting out not karate, but traveling? Or you're like, you know what, forget that. I'm going hard. I'm going to be traveling all around the world, competing, doing what I have to do until I can't anymore.
I never want to stop traveling and
Yeah.
discovering.
Yeah.
But I just hope I want in the future to have my own business related to fitness and karate. Of
Hmm.
course, I want to develop myself as a coach,
Yeah.
also karate coach to help competitors, athletes, and everything. So if I will be uh, my own boss, then
Hmm.
I think that I will be able to also keep on
Yeah. No.
traveling around the world.
No, yeah, that's awesome. You'll make that happen. I know you will. That's the
Uh,
way to be, being your own boss, doing what you want to do when you want to do it. So that's awesome. I know
yeah,
that happened
of
for you.
course.
So you're still competing now. Do you coach as well, or are you just strictly competing?
Well, during my career, I was coaching also, but not like too much
Okay.
because if I work in a gym, I have my own training, so that would be just too much. But right
Mhm.
now, I'm helping few athletes, like younger athletes,
Okay.
with their kata trainings. And next weekend, one girl that I'm coaching now, she has nationals,
Okay.
and now we work for maybe a year.
Hmm.
And after like few months we've been working together, she went into the finals of one very strong tournament in Croatia. It's like it's called Grand Prix Croatia, and it's like
Hmm.
very strong tournament with a lot of good girls from Italy and all around the Europe. So she went into the finals, and I was really so proud because she was so good. And then also she did for the first time senior nationals, and she
Hmm.
got bronze. And
Oh,
she's not even 18.
that's
And
awesome.
so she's very talented. She just needs somebody who will guide her and be
Yeah.
by her side. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Look at
But
you go.
slowly I'm going into that because I
The
really
coaching.
see myself. Yeah, I really see
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel the same way because I had my own karate school and everything, and
Hmm.
just I still love competing, but I find myself wanting to help the younger, like the youth and everything.
Yeah.
And just build them up to become champions and everything. And that makes me even happier than me competing. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I understand. Yeah, I love it. I just tell me your like workout regimen and like when you're training for
Hmm.
karate.
Okay. So if we go back to the time when we had competitions, it was like
Mhm.
this. So I was usually doing my karate trainings like every morning. So
Mhm.
always in the morning. And because I usually work in the gym in the evening, okay? And
Mhm.
then before my work in the gym, I do like conditioning training in the gym. But depends on the competitions, you know.
Mhm.
So if we don't have competitions, I can do gym every day. But if the competitions are really close, I put 3 times, sometimes just 2 times. It depends. If we have
Mhm.
Europeans, then I make it a little bit less because it's like that's part of planning and programming, you know, which is very important. So
Gotcha.
it depends on the part of the year, of the competitions and everything. But usually I do karate in the morning. My sister is helping me with a program for the gym.
Mhm.
Okay. So she always writes me this program, but in this period before the competitions,
Mhm.
like for example, at the beginning of the summer, because the whole summer we don't have competition, then I do
Yeah.
these basic trainings, you know, so
Okay.
squat, deadlift, the bench press, push press, and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And I do like heavy lifting in that
Heavy.
period. But
Gotcha.
in the time of the competitions, I do mostly stuff for explosivity.
Mhm.
Okay. So to make my explosivity better, my speed and everything, I do a lot of stuff with elastic bands also, like
Okay.
resistance training,
Mhm.
and that's it. Yeah. But I think
Good.
the trainings in the gym are very important if you want to improve your speed, power, strength, and everything.
Awesome. No, I totally agree. I know a lot of athletes. Um, it's I don't want to say it's it's been like recent, but a lot of athletes within the past, I want to say like 10 years or so, started actually, taking strength training a little bit more serious than what they have
Yeah.
done before. Because especially kata players, kata players, all right, we'll just work kata, boom, boom, boom. All right, push ups, sit ups, nothing crazy. But nowadays, we have to be in better shape, and everyone's in the gym. Everyone's doing like plyometric drills for like explosiveness
Yeah.
and whatnot. So that has changed a lot. So which is
Yeah.
good, and I think we all need to get into that. So
Yeah, I mean, we definitely don't train like we used to train 10 or 20 years ago. It's
yeah.
changing during the time. And this kinesiology as a
Hmm.
science is improving every day.
Yeah.
And if you want to be a good coach, you have to follow, you have to read, you have to, you know, work on yourself, go to seminars. So
Hmm.
it's very important, you know.
For sure, definitely is. In your eyes, how has karate changed or evolved, like from before to like now?
Hmm. In both kata and kumite, right?
Yeah, we can do both.
Okay. So I think before, if you if you wanted, you could do both, like
Hmm.
kata and kumite on like a good high level. Okay. Today
Yeah.
that's impossible. And for example, in kumite, I think a lot of things change now. Uh, there is let's just go from the rules, which
Hmm.
I cannot follow that anymore. It's changing all the time. There is so many
Yeah.
rules, you know? And before, you didn't have so much punches, kicks, and everything in the kumite. So it was
Hmm.
more like ashibarai, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
jakuzuki, maybe I don't know, mawashi, and that's it. And
Hmm.
today it's like people are moving more. The committee really changed,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And And then in kata, for example, I think a lot of things changed even in the last 10 years. As I said in the beginning, but when I say it, I don't mean anything bad. It's just that shittery is more preferred now, especially in female category. And I think today everything is about speed, you know. It's not that much about strength or power. I'm talking about female category because that's in male category it's a little bit different. You really have to be powerful. I mean, look only I don't know, a guy from Turkey, Sofogo, he's so powerful.
Oh yeah.
Then you have Ryuna, he's Gojiri, right? And then he's so powerful.
He's super powerful,
yeah. And then in female category, Sandra Sanchez, she's like, her focus is amazing of her, you know, punches and kicks, and she's unbelievably fast, you know. And it's like that. I mean, when you check videos from like 10-15 years ago, for example, medal matches from world championships, and today, back then, now when you look at it now, it looks a little bit slower in rhythm and in technique. It's not that it's slow, but it's slower than it is today, you know. It's different.
I remember seeing one of the unsus that I like is, you know, of course, you know, Michael Milan. That dude is, oh my gosh. When I watch his kata, I'm like, dude, that dude's so powerful and like speed. Nobody could match him during that time. Like, kata, nobody could match him. Like,
no,
and
he's
super
so
good.
fast. And then the focus of technique when he finished the technique is just it's wow, really. I loved to watch his kata, really.
So you say that you would, you know, you want to open up your own business, your own dojo and whatnot. Like, how long do you think, you know, you'll retire from competing to open up your own dojo?
Well, this was supposed to be my last year, but then they canceled everything, you know.
So you gotta redo it. So you gotta make sure that you do next year, if it happens.
Yeah, we will see. I mean, I'm still thinking, you know, I'm still training, but I really have to also think about my future, you know. Because we still don't know what will happen next year. That's why I already start to work on myself as, okay, let's start to do some training for the kids, for young athletes. So I already started more into that. Because maybe they say next year, okay, everything is canceled. I hope not, but we really don't know because things are not going good right now with this.
Totally agree.
You know, you have so many countries now, they went in Europe, they went back to this lockdown. Not like before, but, you know, restaurants are not working, bars are not working. If you go out, go only in this period of time, which is crazy. I really don't think world should stop because we have to continue with our lives. But we need to learn how to take care of ourselves. You know what I don't like? I always say this, I don't like that you have so many negativity on the TV and the newspapers all the time. Numbers, how many people die, how many people are infected. But why can't we see that somebody is saying, okay, people, that's how you can take care of your health. You need to exercise. You need to be healthy. You need to wash your hands every day. If you didn't know that by now, then you will get any other virus. So it's like we have to be aware of that stuff, but nobody talks about that.
I totally agree.
At home. And then of course people are, if you watch it all the time, even if you are not scared, but it makes you feel like a little bit, you know, like bad. I don't know how to explain it because all the time you listen this negativity, bad news. So it's really not good.
Yeah, no, definitely not. So everyone, you hear that? Make sure you wash your hands. All right, sanitizing. Make sure you do that. Wash, sanitize it everywhere. Everywhere I go, like even as you know, I go to the gym, always spraying everything down. After the gym, go into the car, everything down, like always.
But I always, even before this, I always have this with myself. When you travel a lot, you have to have this because sometimes you cannot wash your hands if you travel like everywhere you go. So you have to have it with you. It's like if you go eat, just put this and so people have to take care of themselves, you know.
Agree. I know you competed all around the world. What is your biggest accomplishment?
Well, I would like to start with competitions because
Okay.
we all train for that.
Yeah, right.
So, but hard to say one competition because in the same time I was doing both individual and team. Okay. So 2014 we won bronze at European Championship in Team Kata, and it was our last chance to try to win the medal, because after that my sister went to Hong Kong as a coach because she got a job. So it was like our last chance in this team, you know. And we had like a really hard pool, and in first round we beat France, and they're always like, you know,
they're
playing
good.
for and then I'm not sure who, but then after that we lost with Spain, and Spain went to the finals. We won one round of rapid charge, and then we were fighting for the bronze with Germany, and they were good, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, when you have this, okay, it's our last chance, we really have to give our best. And we won. It was like 3-2 for us. So it was like, you know, like in a movie.
Right there.
So
yeah.
it could easily go to their side. And we were so happy because we worked so hard. And my sport career, and for my sister, it was so difficult, like so difficult. And we were unbelievably stubborn because we had a goal in our head, and we made sure that nothing stops us, you know, not any kind of problems. And it was really like such a satisfaction, like finally, because we have quality, and then like no medal, always we train so hard, it's so difficult, and then finally, and then after that my sister left. But what I want to and then 2016 we the whole another team, we were fighting for bronze at World Championship in Linz, but it was with Italy, and you know, like Italy is such a good team, and they're together for so many years. And I mean, I don't want to, I mean, I knew that it will be very hard to beat them, but that's why I was so relaxed, you know, because my team was new again, and still we managed to fight for the bronze. So I was very happy because of that. And then in individual, my biggest accomplishment would be 7th place at World Championship in Paris 2012. It was my first senior worlds, and so in the first round it was so funny because the night before the competition, a coach came to me and he said, "Oh, hey, okay, I have a pool," like, and I was like, "Okay, who am I with in the first round?" He said, just some Japanese girl. He was being sarcastic. It was Rika Usami, okay? Yeah. And
crap.
And I was like, no, I was very happy because I know that now I can go so relaxed, no pressure in the first round, like not at all. And this is one of the competitions where I enjoyed from beginning till the end. So I lost with Rika, of course, but I knew she was so dominant. I knew she's gonna go to the finals. And then in the rapid charge, I win 2 hard matches, and then in the last match in the rapid charge. So if I win this one, I will fight for bronze. And then I lost 3-2, and I didn't, you know, so one flag.
Yeah, that sucks.
At that moment, I was like, okay, it's my first world. Wow, I really didn't expect that from myself. I mean, and I found out that I will do worlds in individual like 1 month before. So I was preparing only for the team. That's why probably I was so relaxed, you know, I suppose. And also, I mean, through sport, through karate, you learn a lot about self-discipline, respect, and you become, because you travel all the time, you meet different people from different countries, cultures, you know, religions. So it's like you understand the world better because you're like open-minded.
For sure,
know?
Yeah, totally understand that.
Yeah, and for example, when you live in a smaller city, if you don't travel anywhere, you live only in your country, people sometimes have this prejudice. Do you call it like that? Yeah.
Yep.
But sport helps you because you meet other people, you talk to them, you spend time with them. So it's like, for you, everything is normal, and everything should be normal. that is different from the way of life that I have. But sport helps to unite all of that, and I
For
think that's
sure.
the good sport. Yeah.
It definitely is that way. You connect on like different levels with so many other athletes, and you always keep in contact with them and whatnot. And for me, it's probably for you as well, and much other like everyone else. You become so close with them, they become like family to you. You know.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's beautiful, and it should be that way. So if we go online and see you, if we put your name in like on YouTube and whatnot, you'll come up for kata. Have you done Kumite or Kobudo in competition ever, or you just strictly go for
No.
kata?
Until I was 19, I did both, and I did
Okay.
very good. Yeah, like both. So I was winning nationals in both kata and kumite.
Okay.
Yeah, but then at the age of 19, because I'm a little bit like artistic type, I love dancing, singing. So my parents always thought that I would go in this way of music.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister is like 1 year older, and everything that she did, I was like, okay, I want to do exactly what she's doing. I mean, and then I was also for the sport, and then before we started with karate, I did a lot of different sports like tennis, handball, and stuff like that. And I also went to music school, but at that time we were already competing in karate. We did very good, and I was like going into the puberty, and I was like, no, I don't want to go there, because then I was playing flute. How you call it? Flute.
The flute. Yep. The flute.
Yeah. And then I quit after like a year and a half or two, because I was like, no, it's all about classic music, and I only want to listen to Spice Girls, and at least I could finish this music school. It would be like good for me. But I continued to just sing for myself.
That's good.
And then what I did now, because we don't have competitions now, so I finally did something that I wanted to do for such a long time. I took some dancing classes, like this MTV dancing in a group, when you do choreography. And now I go twice a week. I have amazing time.
Good.
And I really like it. Yeah. And I'm finally doing something for myself. So it's like I have 2 extra trainings more. So now I have like more trainings than before. Yeah. And I really enjoy it. Yeah. I always want to.
I feel dancing actually helps you with like kata and like kumite and whatnot, because a lot of people can't dance, and a lot of people that struggle with like movement, with like finding like rhythm. Dancing actually helps. And I remember like Bruce Lee danced. He was a ballroom dancer.
Dancing.
Yeah. And look at him. So I'm a dancer. I love dancing. I dance salsa, merengue, bachata.
I realized it right away. You're like,
yeah. Can you tell me who inspires you?
My parents, first of all, because they gave so much to me and my sister, and in every kind of way, like financially, they never had like enough, but they did everything to pay for our trainings, our preparations when we were younger. And because of their support, and they sacrificed so many things that they could do, so they can just be with us through our career. That's why them. And also who inspires me, it's Rika Usami, definitely. She is a true example of a champion. Why? I'm not talking now about her quality and everything, because it's outstanding, but she's humble. And when you're humble, that's what makes you a great champion, because you have a lot of champions that are so loud. They want to be everywhere. They talk a lot and this. But when you're quiet, you just work hard. Yeah. And you just go on this tatami, and then everything. When you do kata, everybody stops there. Everybody want to see how you do kata. So for me, she's like a true example of a real champion.
For sure. I
I
totally
like her
agree.
attitude, and yeah. And also I know her and she's so nice. She doesn't speak English, but every time I see her we talk a little bit, you know. So
Yeah,
she's so cute and humble. Yeah, really.
that's
Really.
that's awesome. Yeah, no, she seems like a great person.
Yeah.
So I know you say you like music. Like, what type of music do you listen to the most? What's your favorite type of music?
Let's say R&B.
What? High five.
What?
High five. High five. Yes,
But
I love
I like
R&B.
all kind of music. If you check my phone, okay, I'm not going to talk about Croatian music now, but I have like Tupac, then I
Okay.
have Notorious B.I.G.,
Hmm.
then I have, you know, this song, Lean on Me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. So I have this song.
That's an
It's
older
from
song.
1973. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
love it. And I
yeah.
have it on my phone. Then I have a
Hmm.
little bit of Madonna, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Alanis Morissette. Like I have everything
Yeah.
on my phone.
Always, you're super
I love
versatile.
even few songs from, you know, this singer Bjork. She's from
Bjork, she has good music. She
I
has real
she's
good music.
so she's so different.
She is.
I I
She's
love
weird as hell, but she's awesome.
Yes.
Like, yeah, yeah,
I mean
she is.
some and then what else? I really like everything. I like Beyonce. I like Rihanna. For me, Rihanna
Hmm.
is very. I like her style and
Hmm.
attitude. I really
Yeah,
do.
so
Yeah, and I
confident.
like her songs.
Yeah,
Sometimes she has like really nasty songs, but
yeah.
I like it. I really like it.
Hey, you
Yeah,
can't knock them. Everyone has their nasty songs. Come on now.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
good
yeah,
though.
I really like everything.
All right. Do you do anything for self growth?
Yes, of course. I mean, lately I don't have that much time, but I really like to read books. I have a lot of books here,
Hmm.
but like usually I am buying books about like about my religion
Hmm.
and something that really can can put some positivity in me, you know what I mean, and
Hmm.
makes me feel calm.
For
So
sure.
that kind of book I read in the last, I don't know, 5 6 years. Then what I do, for example, now in this quarantine we all had more time to work on ourselves.
Hmm.
So I started to do these Spanish classes online because
Oh,
I understand a lot of Spanish, so I really want to learn like grammar and
yeah.
be more fluent in
Hmm.
Spanish. Uh, I did a lot of seminars considered to fitness industry, you know.
Hmm.
So basically everything is around this, like languages, fitness, karate
Awesome.
seminars, and yeah, reading books.
That's good. What was the last book you read?
It's called. Wait, I have to translate it in. Why God let us suffer?
Why God let us suffer? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I may have to look that
it's
up.
a deep thing. Yeah, it's
What's your favorite place to travel to?
Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo. A lot of people say that. Like, they like Japan. Oh, Japan is super nice. Gotta love it. Gotta love
You
Japan.
know what? There's no crime. You can walk alone on the street. Nobody will steal
Hmm.
anything from you. Everything is clean. Everything looks nice. People are super
Hmm.
nice to you, and I just loved it. I really loved it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to visit Japan again. Yeah, really. And but also I want to go to other cities and maybe
Hmm.
somewhere to countryside just to see this traditional Japan. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Yeah.
Gotcha. That would be
Even
awesome.
in Tokyo, you can see a lot of traditional parts because they have these temples
Hmm.
everywhere, and it's like a huge park, and it's so you don't have a feeling that you're in a city. You know,
Hmm.
it's really beautiful. Yeah.
One
So,
more
yeah.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Advice for any of the upcoming karate, our youth that's coming up. What advice can you give to them?
Well, I mean, a lot of people ask me that. So every time I have some seminar or
Hmm.
something like this interview, they always ask me that. I just think I can talk from my own experience. It's like no matter how hard it is,
Hmm.
you have to go chase your dreams and set up your goals and just go for it no matter how hard it is, because as I said before, nothing comes overnight. So
Hmm.
when you see all these amazing athletes like let's say Simone Biles, for example,
Hmm.
which I really admire a lot. Because of her, now I watch so many clips on YouTube about gymnastics. Now I even understand when they do all these routines.
Yeah.
And I even now know a lot of these movements, their names and everything, really, because I really loved it. It reminds me a little bit of kata, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the similar thing. And then when I see her, now we look at her, we're like, oh, for her it's so easy. She's always so good. She's talented. But what we don't see is how much this girl works every day. And I always say she's still on the top. She's like 23 and she's still on the top, which is for gymnastics, like you're old already, you know. So I always say this: just work hard, work hard, work hard. We don't see what is behind these results, you know. Injuries, maybe at some part of career you don't have a coach, you have to do everything on your own. Then somebody else go to Europeans or worlds instead of you, and it was not fair. But you have to know how to deal with it, and you have to use all of this situation for your own growth and to build up your confidence.
Awesome.
Shortly.
Oh, awesome. I appreciate that. So if anybody wants to get in contact with you, how can they do that?
Yeah, I have Instagram. It's Vlatka Kiuk all together. Vlatka Kiuk.
So everybody that wants to get in contact with Vlatka?
Yes. Bravo.
Yes. Make sure you guys go follow her. The link will be below. So
yes.
Vlatka, I appreciate you being on the series of Get to Know Me. And thank you so much for, like I said, for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me, and I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.
And hope to see you soon.
No, for sure. Definitely will. Definitely will. All right, everybody. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Bye.